Hello guys, welcome to the Lazy Hour podcast. My name is Kare and this is your sanctuary for unwinding. I will let my other mates introduce themselves.
I go by the name Eba Worms. You can just call me Wormsy. Ama ukinita nitaitika tu.
Mimi ni Zoho.
Zoho.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting to learn. I didn't know it's called Zoho.
Kitaka kujua naitwa Zoho nitumie mail.
Uko na maana
mingi. Nitumie email.
Mimi nitakuta jina mpesa. Arisha pandi pieko.
Okay, so what is the topic?
So guys, actually today is gonna be a very interesting day because as you can see, we've brought some new faces. Yeah, I think is this a new face? Yeah. Hali ya Jaiko. Umekuwa kwa nini kweli?
Wapi?
Ujakuwa hapa.
Wapi?
Ndio mnamuona mara ya kwanza by the way. The guy is healthy but just look at him. But unakula nini ba? Bana sasa watu wanalia Ruto wewe bana.
Nikuulize. Mambo ya Ruto na kula zinatoana.
Unajua watu wanalia bana Ruto amekaza.
Ushaona kushika Ruto supermarket. Ushaikuwa kashia kwa yake.
But unajua yeye akiongea huko juu na prices.
Unajua sometimes watu wanaekelea Ruto but the case is that people are just lazy.
People are not lazy. You can work hard but wanakunyang'anya.
Acha nikwambie kitu. People are lazy and people are not smart. If you are giving 50 hours a week to someone, then you're not smart.
Then tell us we want to be smart.
What I'm saying is this: work on a skill set. Work on a skill set ambayo inaweza kulisha bila kutegemea mtu mwingine. Find something to do. Si lazima utarajie an 8 to 5 job, first to 30th. Bana. Ukitegemea vitu kama hizo, then eventually utaumia. Like unalipwa 50,000. How are you supposed to survive on 50,000 hapa Nairobi? Unaishi kwa nyumba ya 10,000. Kuna watoto, kuna school fees. Magonjwa ndio ziko hapo kama zote.
Siku hizo wameintroduce housing levy.
Sijui housing levy, sijui nini. How do you expect to survive on that? In exchange for more than 24 times 25 ni ngapi?
24 mathematics.
700 and something.
How do you expect to give someone 500 and something hours of your month? Alafu anakupatia 50,000.
You know someone told me
wanasema hivi, each hour should be equivalent to around 500 shillings, 600 shillings. Each hour.
Kuna mtu aliniambia you can never get rich. Na unalipwa only 12 times a year.
No,
you're just paid 12 times a year. So actually guys, what our brother is trying to tell us ni lazima tukue smart bana. Sai jobs zime lose value. You cannot depend on salary and get rich, right? Yeah. So like you need to invest, you need business,
multiple sources of income.
Yeah. And actually our girl here Mazeni msewa statistics, msewa business bana, tell us bana.
Exactly. So
school us.
Yeah, I usually encourage people to have like multiple sources and have different business ideas, like I have this money, and also budgeting is very important because you can make a lot of money and do nothing at the end of the day.
Unakuwa boy wa Subaru.
Yeah, exactly.
But then talking of Subaru, guys, sijui kama realize this year the hours wanasema tunaenda Naivasha bana, hiyo haipija kwa like safari ati ni safari
sema mabishano ya gari.
Mabishano ya gari. Yes. Safari.
Mabishano ya gari.
Okay, mabishano ya gari. Actually, guys have not hyped this thing by the way.
It's not been hyped.
Why do you think by the way?
I think it's an issue of funding.
Yeah.
Na ndio smart as well tunapata na hizi memes all over Facebook, WhatsApp. These things are paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are paid for.
The sponsors for such events, they pay these guys about tunaita meme lords or content creators.
Yeah.
These people get paid to make these things.
To hype.
So actually this year I think there has been either an underpayment
for the media.
They thought that the rally on itself inaweza jisimamia, which clearly is not the case. Lazima watu waambiwe. Juu mimi personally nimejua mambo ya rally, I think nimejua on Friday. Nimejua on Friday.
Mimi hadi nimejua leo asubuhi.
There has been no active intentional advert ya rally. Because unajua generation ya siku hizi people don't watch cable TV. People don't watch cable TV.
Cable TV tuambie.
Cable TV ama free air TV.
Wajua sisi tunatoka huko.
Tunatumia hii kitu tunaita aerial.
So that's cable TV.
Cable TV kwa
So then when you watch my movie nasikianga but my cable has been cut. What do they mean by that? At you've not paid for cable. But I've never understood that.
Okay, ukisikia hiyo mambo yote huwa wana refer to, you know, there are subscriptions. Ukisikia mambo ya cable TV unasikia mambo ya kina Star Times, DSTV gani nyingine? Go TV and such.
Bamba TV.
Hiyo ndio cable TV. But saizi tucha tuingie kidogo kwa technology kidogo tu. Okay, saizi as we speak tumeenda way beyond cable TV. Saizi tuko kitu kinaitwa IPTV. Mimi hata siku hizi mimi wanashangaa sana ikiwa atembea tunapata mtu ananunua dish.
By the way, dish.
Sometimes dish. That thing has lost its meaning.
Kuna best yangu bana. Kuna best my friend anaitwa Devi. Huyo jamaa anaamini kwa hiyo stuff. Nakumbuka that he didn't have money. Lakini huyo msali kwa anatafuta do. Like he's a football fanatic. Ni mse wa Man U mazee. So mse hajai celebrate any win cause Man U are always losing. So Devi, by the way, you need to change. And there's you nasikia Arsenal ndio inapiga watu hapa nini. So anapenda dish. Unapata amenunua dish kila wakati ananunua dish.
Okay, I think gone are the days wakati tulikuwa tunanunua dish because unajua kwa umesema telecom kidogo telecom kidogo. Unajua dish lazima kuwe na a straight line between the receiver na transponder. So hii dish iko juu ya nyumba yako lazima ikuwe na a direct line of sight. Na ile satellite dish ambayo iko huko juu. Iko either in orbit ama just below orbit. Lazima kuwe na hiyo straight line. Na ndio maana ukiwa unatumia dish kukiwa na mvua ama iwe cloudy, inakuwa inatupa network. Kwa sababu there is no longer a straight line of sight.
Lakini bado still by looking at it, I will not really blame Devi. Because unajua kuna ile tangibility inakuja nayo na hiyo dish.
But then inakuwa ule mse. Wachikinga hapo nyuma ilikuwa ukiwa na dish. That guy used to kunywa the girls. With that dish.
Talking of that, nakumbuka mimi nilikuwa na dish. Kuna dish, kuna TV, but hatuna kiti kwa nyumba. Bora dish iko ile inasanya maji kusanya maji.
Yeah, so actually tulikuwa tunaongelea tumeenda nje kidogo but tulikuwa tunaongelea why bana. This year bana hii nini haijakuwa hype. Na my brother here amesema bana ni hata hawa se ulipwa kumbe ndo hype. So they were not paid, like there's no money. According to you think that they were not paid.
They were not paid.
Actually in Kenya hii media zingine hizi kusema media zingine inamaanisha watu kama sisi. Sisi pia ni media. Watu kama sisi passive. Like passive media ina generate a lot of impact and income more than mainstream media. So mainstream media inaongelea vitu kama Citizen, KTN, hizo kina Nation na kina Cape Media, hizo ndo mainstream media. But hizi ndogo zina contribute a lot of impact na income on everything. I'm very sure, okay, me was watch mainstream media, but I'm very sure Citizen will advertise. Niko sure Standard will advertise. Niko sure Nation will advertise.
Yeah,
okay,
I'm sure they did.
I don't watch.
I'm sure they did. But most Gen Zs don't watch or listen to mainstream media.
Yeah.
Na wale watu ambao they are so much interested in this rally are the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
So I think it's an issue of planning and facilitation.
Yeah,
poor planning.
Yeah, and platform.
Well, Kare, you said you are Kare.
Yeah.
Kare, so according to you, mbona hiyo hype iko low?
Okay, I will say this because see if they concentrate on the mainstream, which is like more active media, like kama quote Citizen and stuff. Of course, campus students want to watch TVs. I will say maybe they focus on social media like TikToks, you know, like TikTok, like videos zina move so fast, sharing easy links and Instagram, Facebook,
TikTok.
That is where they should focus on.
Yeah, according to me, I think generally people are just broke. Like the government has imposed so many taxes kwetu. Hadi wasiani wamepoteza tu pesa. Like hakuna pesa mfukoni. And walikuwa natuambia bana pesa mfukoni, but hiyo pesa haiko mfukoni juu. Unajua hata mimi last year, mimi nilikuwa nasema mimi nilijiambia bana next year lazima niende rally. Bana imefika. Hakuna cheda. Kwanza bado sijanunua gari. Nilikuwa nataka kuwa na Subaru. But vitu zimekuwa mbaya sana. So I think it's expensive actually. It's expensive kwenda hiyo stuff, unajua food. Alafu sasa hivi watu wanaenda hivyo, the price of commodities inaenda high.
Still bado I would say that in as much as tuna complain hakuna do at your luxury, kuna pita hizi hapo hivi highway you see Audis, any very
but the guys still making money by the way. But so ukilalamika hakuna do, okay, that's why our brother here alituambia we need to be smart. So
we need to be smart.
For those of us who tuna rely on employment, on salary, mazetu kinaturamba.
Unajua Facebook on its own, it makes far much more than the corporate world makes. Facebook on its own, it makes far much. Like nikiongea Facebook, simanishi Facebook as a company, maisha Facebook the users, wale ambao wanatumia Facebook to make money, they make so much more.
How do you make money on Facebook?
Wale ambao kwa corporate world.
How do you make money on Facebook?
Making money on Facebook is very easy. It is as easy as ABC.
Mse bana niambie story bana. I'm very broke. I need to make money.
Okay, making money on Facebook is quite easy. Only that. Simwambie the next episode. Simwambie the next episode.
Yeah, so asante sana kutuacha in suspension.
Na mnikumbuka
in suspense. Not suspense. So guys, by the way, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, my brother, you receive money in pounds and dollars. But tumeona there's a blow. Tulitandikwa blow by the way. Like the dollar is is the dollar depreciating or the Kenyan shilling is appreciating?
It depends. It depends with the structure of your sentence. It depends with the transaction you're making. Are you transacting from Kenya to USD or to USD to Kenya?
I'm transacting from USD to Kenyan shillings.
It was so fast.
But then ilikuwa pound mazee, pound ilikuwa imefika 208.
And suddenly
the dollar was about, ilikuwa when you were paying 100 pounds. Mazee ulikuwa na kitu kama 22,000, you know.
Okay.
Na tulikuwa na celebrate alafu dollar it was about 180. Canadian dollar was 130. Australian dollar was around 100. But right now, if you receive money in foreign currency, kuna losses mingi sana. Like the Kenyan value, the Kenyan money has appreciated maze.
I love something else. Just a moment. I believe that kitu kama inafaa kuwa gradual. Like inafaa ilose
pole. But you see,
but within a week.
Within a week.
Yeah.
You know, it affected so many guys. Like the forex, maze, sorry. The writers ban. Wenye wako na madisi, wenye wasema DC.
Okay, you people are done. Alisema a moment. A moment typically means 90 seconds. So a moment imeisha.
Okay, the moment.
So, alikuwa ameuliza swali. Ni the Kenyan shilling inapata value ama the dollar ina lose value? Okay. First things first. There has been no anything to insinuate that the dollar is losing value. Okay, what happened?
Actually, the dollar is not losing value.
It's been a very long time since the dollar lost its value because
it's the most stable currency.
It's the most stable currency and it's the standard currency for the world.
Yeah.
Because almost all purchases every transaction, like you can use the dollar in any country. It's an accepted form of exchange.
Yeah.
So the Kenyan shilling is getting value. It's appreciating. So the question should be how?
But so fast.
But so fast, man. Within 3 weeks to cost you up here,
within 3 weeks we've lost more than 30 units.
Yeah.
Unachiki ile sikuwa wasi walikuwa nakimbia Central Bank kukuruza madola zao. Juu na unajua Rigiji alikuwa ashawaona. Na bado baadaye Ruto something funny is Ruto amesema bado inaenda kushuka baada.
Actually itashuka, so if you still holding your dollar.
So the question should be, is it a good thing or a bad thing?
Actually it's both a good thing and a bad thing. I would say.
And why?
Unajua it's a good thing because now Kenya we do import goods from outside. Like sisi goods mingi to produce. So we import. So ingekuwa like umeona so tukiimport zinakuja tunanunua at a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Unajua wakati dola ilikuwa juu tulikuwa tunanunua unapata kitu yenye something that would have costed 1 million it cost about 1.6 million. Umeona? So hapo unapata kama ni kwa nation yetu kwa country it's a good thing. Like we are importing things at a cheaper price. So na hiyo tukiimport things at a cheaper price inamaanisha kwamba pia the common mwananchi the retail price ita go low.
Yeah.
Utapata mafuta inapungua.
Only that is not the case.
Prices zinapungua. Na unapata like juu because tuna import at a cheaper price.
Yeah.
Na unapata pia tuko na loan.
But
our government in this country iko na loan mingi sana. So kama dola itakuwa juu, so we need to make to pay to use a lot of money to pay that debt.
Yeah.
But when the Kenyan shilling has appreciated its value, unaona unachukua pesa kidogo tu unalipa hiyo loan. So unaona?
Yeah.
So it's actually an advantage to our country, but it's a disadvantage to those people who receive money when wanalipata payments zao in foreign currencies like the dollar. So how ni yao imerudi chini kidogo, you know?
The income.
Yeah. So according to you, like,
Okay, so maybe I will say it's overall it's just a good thing. In as much as ours are forex and writing on a complaint and they are earning less, but the expenditure is less because easy commodities they shall reduce in prices. So in as much as on earn less, they're also buying at a cheaper price. I think it's just okay. So
Mr. Boishabi, so
Zoho. Before we go on,
I will actually have a question. So our sister here anatuambia commodities zinaenda chini.
Yeah.
The other week nilinunua mkate 65. Leo pia nimenunua 65. Na dola imeshuka.
I'm talking about.
So why? How? Why? Explain that.
Okay, let me explain. I'm talking about imported goods. Bread is not imported.
But oil is imported.
Oil is imported.
Cooking oil.
Okay.
Mafuta yenye napeleka hiyo mikate kwa maduka iko imported.
Okay, let's say kuna factors of production. Kwa hiyo production of bread, kuna manpower, kuna hiyo mafuta unasema, and you can't guarantee. Okay, let's say it was imported hiyo mafuta, lakini sasa kuna other factors that contribute. Na labda hizo factors zinapanda, alafu mafuta inashuka kidogo, unaona? So bado inabaki at that same price.
Zoho.
Yeah. First and foremost, before we proceed, we are not professionals. So don't go doing a dissertation or a thesis, then do a reference carre et al.
Utaanguka.
Zoho and so on into bracket 2024.
See tunapeana tu how we feel.
This is just an opinion. We are actually speculating.
Yeah.
It's an educated speculation.
Yeah.
But do not go and make reference of this.
Exactly.
The issue of the dollar.
At Zoho at et al.
Zoho et al. Of course, there is an author by the name
The
of Zoho.
price of unga.
But surely Zoho did not speak anything about
The price of unga has gone down
because of the
appreciation. So simply because
of the appreciation of the dollar.
Difference.
Yeah. So about the dollar. If the appreciation of Kenyan money, which implies that we now have more dollars than we used to have before. So that should imply that we are importing at a lower price, right?
Yeah.
So my question is this: if this is the case, the dollar, okay, the major commodity that we import is oil, fuel. Now the dollar the Kenyan money has appreciated by close to 30 units. So why then hasn't the fuel prices
gone down,
depreciated by 30 units? Why? How?
We want you to tell us.
Oh, you want
that was I asked you. Oh, you want me to answer that?
No, I want you to brainstorm that.
Yeah,
to our viewers as well. Just come to think of it, because I'm not so sure if the appreciation of the Kenyan shilling is what has caused the little decrease in the price of fuel. I'm not so sure about that. But if that is the case, then it should have gone down by close to 30 units. If that's the case. You asked me a question.
Yeah.
What was that question?
Just 3 weeks from now, I bought a loaf of bread at 65 shillings. Before the dollar had the Kenyan shilling had appreciated. But even after the Kenyan shilling has appreciated, I'm still buying that commodity at the same price I bought it before it appreciated. Why?
I think she answered you correctly.
But I want you to also weigh in your...
Let me weigh in the same measure that she weighed in on her view. So the major what do you call it? The major ingredient for the manufacture of bread is wheat.
Yeah.
We produce our own wheat here. The second most major ingredient is oil, then closely followed by sugar, yeast, and so on. But I think there has been no decrease in the price of bread, because first we plant our own wheat. Second, we produce our own sugar. Third, we produce our own yeast in our own labs. We manufacture our own salt.
Yeah.
So probably the price of bread went up as a result of what do we call it? The price of bread has not actually depreciated, because 90% of the ingredients used in making bread
Are Kenyan made.
are Kenyan produced.
Yeah.
Okay, for instance, when you decide to cook chapati, the major ingredients are wheat, oil, sugar, salt. But there is one other ingredient, or rather, what do we call it? There's something else you need to cook chapati, which is heat, fuel.
Yeah.
So in large scale production, bread production uses fuel, gas. They use gas. So there has been no significant drop in the price of bread, because 90% of what bread entails is Kenyan made. That small percent, that 10%, which is fuel, the drop in price probably is not significant enough to change the price of bread.
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually, that's a good explanation. I would also want to add this. According to me, I think the price of commodities hasn't dropped because these people are the nini walikuwa washanunua hizi price zilikuwa hizi commodities zilikuwa kwa mashop tayari.
Yeah.
So tuseme msome nunua fertilizer at 2000. So the dollar has gone down. The Kenyan shilling has gone up. So you cannot expect these guys to lower the price of commodities in your corner. They will make losses, by the way. So I think they are waiting for... Nilisikia mtu by the alikuwa ametwita anasema, okay, the Kenyan shilling has appreciated its value, but why is it that the commodities, the price of commodities is just
It is the same.
stagnant.
Yeah.
So those guys, remember, they had already stocked.
Yeah.
So do you want those guys to sell their
make
commodities
losses.
at a lower price so that they can make no? What hizo vitu lazima zitauzwa ziishe kwa market.
kwanza.
They have to be sold.
Yeah.
So Kenyans, you'll have to be patient by the
for
way,
a moment, yeah.
so that hizi vitu zote ziuzwe, alafu sasa hizo zitaletwa mpya, at least zitakuwa cheaper. So alafu pia another thing nani is, I think corruption pia inaingilia by the way.
Yeah, there are many leakages.
Kuna leakages mingi sana.
Yeah, so many.
Yeah. So I would like you tunapoendelea kumaliza my guests, mnaona like tuseme the Kenyan currency ikiendelea kugain its stability, ikiendelea kugain value, what are the pros? Like what do we expect? But tuseme, what do we expect in future?
Actually, I have something to say.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really related, but kuna watu wenye wana complain, oh, this administration, this, they have done this, only the negatives.
But the people are really
But,
complaining.
I will tell you one thing, kama Kenya Airways, they have made a profit for the first time.
Yeah.
In
For
a
the
very
first
long
time,
time.
I think 15 years,
Yeah.
if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're making
Once
a
again,
profit.
guys, don't use this data. for
We're just
this.
speculating, yeah.
Don't use this
Yeah.
data.
So
Difference.
back to you.
Yeah, I was saying, in as much as kuna hizi complaints ndogo prices of commodities and whatever, I will say something. Maybe kitambo they were cheaper because of subsidies.
Yeah.
But I will tell you guys, the subsidies ni kama kupostpone a sickness or something.
Yeah.
Because they are getting a loan to subsidize the production of these goods. Lakini these loans have to be paid. Now, even after some time, maybe the dollar will appreciate. So we'll actually pay much more than what we borrowed. Yeah.
Like for instance, if we received a loan of 1 million, no, 1 million is not significant, right? Of 1 billion US dollars at the exchange rate of 120. Then later on we have an exchange rate of 180. And then you are supposed to pay more than $2 billion.
Yeah. I think we're actually making more. There's actually the positive side.
There's progress.
Is actually greater.
So
than what
according
we
to you,
see as
munaomba
negative.
like the Kenyan value shilling to keep on gaining stability.
But genuinely.
Yeah,
Genuinely. Because unajua kama
Genuinely.
if it's fake, it will only last for some time.
Yeah, it will last for a very short time.
Yeah.
But if it's genuine Kenyans, I just want to assure you things are going to get better.
Progress is good.
Yeah.
Things will get good. So let's just pray as we wind up this. Tuombe vitu zikwe sawa, pia corruption bana, our government mazee, our
But again,
president, we pray that tuondolee corruption like.
If you mention the issue of prayer, then you start to complicate the issue.
Why? We should be prayerful.
No, because allow me to step to wear some spiritual gown, because I need to understand something. From a spiritual point of view, as the world comes to a close, I'm not saying the world is coming to a close tomorrow, but we are on the last phases of this earth. That is clear to any religion. We are at the end. Regardless of the religion you believe in, Christianity, Muslim, either, it's clear that the earth is coming to an end.
Yeah.
Now, any of these religions will teach that as the end time comes, then things are going to be worse.
So according to you,
So according to me,
Ari is just telling you that get prepared for the worst.
Things want to get better.
Things ain't
I'm just
getting
saying,
better.
you just need to brace yourselves, because you need to work harder, because things won't be easy.
Easier, yeah.
You need to work harder. It's the truth. It's the
So
painful truth.
that's the parting shot.
Yeah, there's no. But you don't pray that God should make things better. No. Pray to God to give you more opportunities to make more.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah.
Guys, mumesikia mazee some sweet words from our brother Zoho. So, tunapomalizia our sister, unaweza tuambia nini?
Oh, I will also say as my parting shot, that energy kenye tunatumia kusema this is wrong, I don't know, tunateswa, direct that energy somewhere. Like unajiambia let me just adapt. Kama price ya sukari ni, by the way, I had some people wakisema ati nini petrol imepanda, I don't know, until 200 shillings. Hata ifike punch. Like sa ukue hivyo, I will work harder to get there. Yeah. That's my parting shot.
So guys, you've heard from my brother and sister. Wametuambia tukae ngumu. Vitu haziko zinaenda kuwa sawa.
Yeah.
Like we are living in the end times. So tukue tu as our brother tulianza alituambia we should be smart. Tusitegemee mazee salary haitatupeleka mahali. Find something, learn a skill. Kama wewe ni kijana pale nyumbani mazee, learn a skill. Enda garage, kana huyo mechanic, uangalia kufunze kuunda engine, kufunze kuchapa body gari. Kuna so many things, ingia fanya ukulima. Work outside the system mazee. So that's from us. Now we hope bana it's been a very interesting episode.
Can I say something?
Yeah, say something.
Yeah. And killing yourself is not an option.
Yeah, people are killing themselves, but they don't kill yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, let me say something. You just need to know this.
Yeah.
The system is broke. So work outside the system.
Yeah.
Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters, work smart.
Yeah.
So until the next episode, take care.
Thanks.
Yeah.